Hi my beautiful souls, in this video I'm gonna tell you all about how I started my spiritual business in United States of America, what was needed in order to get everything going and where we are going and how everything started, so how I laid the foundation for my own company and what is coming next for us. So this video is featured by my cat Fendi, and she's just the sweetest girl. And I have another cat, Cloud. Actually, his Estonian name is Nappy, but in the passport he's a Cloud, so he's gonna take now his English name. And we are going to move with our both cats, so this will be definitely a journey and exciting and a little bit stressful. So if you want to know more about how to travel with your cats or with your pets, then I can tell you my story. And but we haven't moved yet, so it's coming soon. So we are moving in April, but actually the whole process of starting the company, first we decided, okay, yes, we want to try and apply for E2 visa. So E2 visa is investor visa. So you have to, in order to have E2 visa, there is different kind of terms. But the most important is that you have to make substantial amount of investment to your US company. So you have to already establish the company in US. You have to have basically everything ready in order to start the company right away. And that's this is really a key part in order to get approved to this E2 visa. And this E2 visa lasts 5 years if you get approved. So you have this time to kind of get your business going. And for that, definitely first I didn't know how to start all of the process, what is needed. But my good friend Ingo, who is also taking his business in US, check this out. He told me that he found an immigration lawyer, Henry, and they went to school together. And he's an Estonian guy, so we could talk in a local language. And first we just got the first meeting with him, and he was telling us all about those different opportunities, how to go to United States and what are the possibilities. Are you creating the business, or you will find a company there who will give you a job? There is so many different kind of options. And but it was like the first feeling was that I should go in my own terms. I should go with my own business. Here in Estonia, I have this business, as I told, Spirituaalne elu stillist, already 4 years. And I have given consultations, different kind of services, spiritual healing, art workshops to help kind of people to connect with themselves. And now I thought, okay, let's just it felt like this just a next level move to kind of go to the bigger market and to scale this up and start something new, but taking this experience from here and also keeping this business here, but having this opportunity to kind of expand and to go to bigger possibilities. And then Henry was kind of giving us the full all this information that we needed in order to know what we have to do next and to choose our type of visa. And then we kind of were a little bit like thinking about that from the start. Actually felt so right to go with this kind of visa. That means that I have to deliver kind of my goals in my company. It can change a little bit. You can't predict everything but you have to have like your business plan, or what are you starting to do. And then we started to develop everything regarding my company. So we choose that okay, we're going to go with this E2 visa. And another question was, where are we going? And again, Inga brought up that there's a place called Austin, Texas. First, also we were considering Denver in Colorado, and he just got information from his client that okay, there is some exciting place that is actually growing right now. And before I made that next steps regarding my company, we just wanted to go and see and feel how this Austin feels like. But for me, when I heard that it's a hot place, there is really these hot summers, this is so ideal for me. I love hot climate, and I would choose this definitely over snowy and long winter time. So we went to Texas with my husband and our friends, and we went to kind of feel the vibe there in Austin. And we stayed 1 week in Austin, and another week in other cities in Texas. So we went also to San Antonio, Houston, Dallas, to kind of feel the energy. And I just wanted to vibe myself how I feel there. What are the energies as I'm doing this energy work? How each of these location energies kind of playing itself out, because all the different places have different energies, and it brings out different kind of like themes in your life, or it brings out different kind of vibration. Look at her, she's like a star here. Just enjoying the camera. Anyway, when we landed in Houston, we drove from there to Austin. It's about 2 hours. When we landed, it was actually the day of full solar eclipse. It was kind of like this sign. Actually, I felt like, oh, what the odds that we're actually landing in full solar eclipse, and we can't see it here from here in Europe. And we were in the plane, and we tried to see something from the window, but we couldn't. It got a little bit stormy, and we went to look on the outside to the window, and then we sat down, and we just got this really scary turbulence. So I actually felt the first time in my life that okay, I'm falling, and people were screaming. Even all the food or the drinks just went up to the ceiling, and after this happened, it was like kind of like, I don't know, 3 or 5 seconds. My legs started to shake, and it was really scary. But inside of me, I knew why it was happening. It was kind of like, are you going with the flow? Are you losing your this control? Are you trusting this process? And I was like, okay, Texas is kind of welcoming us this way to be ready to adventure. But in this moment, I wasn't so scared. Just afterwards, when people are starting to scream, then you're starting to feel it as well. Anyway, we landed, and we started to drive to Austin, and I just felt so strange feelings that, for example, this nature of this springtime in Texas, in the part where we were, the nature was like in Estonia. Definitely this wide lands, so green, everything blooming, just the houses and the buildings and the companies and everything is not like in Estonia. Everything is like so big, and the trucks and all of that, and so big roads, long straight roads going. This is the difference. But the vibe, the nature, it was like in Estonia. I thought that in Texas I didn't have so many before thoughts that how it will be. I just imagined that okay, we are going to the desert, and I only see like cactuses there and nothing else like this desert vibe, but it was so green and so nice. And we also saw a lot of like deers, and now I know that there's definitely so those Bambi deers who are living in this area. And then we went to Austin. We stayed first night in a hotel, and next week we stayed in a house, like in a guest house. So the owners were living also in their own house next to the street, and we were in the back, and there was a pool there, so it was really nice, and it was warm and sunny, and we did some sightseeing and felt the vibe. And actually Austin, I'm not sure, I know that it's changing so rapidly, but in last year April, I felt like this is not a touristy place. It's the place where you really like want to live. Yes, of course there is a lot of like businesses, and everything is kind of growing and everything is big, but I kind of felt there so relaxed and home, like in home. So we drove around, we looked at the neighborhoods, we really enjoyed the time. Not going there as a tourist, I'm going to live and to see how it is to live in Austin, and to see and feel everything in within 1 week. But if you kind of affirm those things before you're going to the trip, and you kind of feel and kind of put your intentions out there, what is your agenda there if you're going to somewhere. And we went to see different places. Actually, we also met Estonians there. There is a small Estonian community. Now it's definitely growing. We met one Estonian guy there, and we went to his house, and he explained his experience there. In that time, I think he was living there almost 4 months or something. And then we also met with another Estonian. So when we kind of introduced ourselves, so they were really welcoming and actually organized this garden party that we went. And actually, I also saw there my friend from my school. So we weren't in the same class, but in the same grade. And it was like really nice to see that actually the world is so small. And everybody kind of shared their own story, why they came in Austin, or some people there were living in the neighbor cities in San Antonio or in Houston. And we also introduced ourselves and our plans. In that point, of course, it wasn't sure that we are coming there, but we were looking into it, feeling the energies. And I was also speaking out my idea of creating this Soulmaster Studio and creating place for healing and connection and all this spiritual energy and mind and body balance and everything, things like that. And I really sensed that, okay, this is the place where these kind of topics are really highlighted. It's accepted, and it's not just the Delulu. it's a normal part of this city, and they also embrace art and creative gifts and everything. Indy, are you waking up? No. You don't want to be on the camera? Oh, the cutest thing. You're so cute. Okay. So, anyway. So, we spread our story. We ate amazing food, and we kind of really enjoyed this meeting, and it really kind of made us to feel a little bit more sure, because we had opportunity to ask all of the questions. How is the healthcare? How is the, I don't know, how are things like working here? and it just gave us so like a positive feeling. And after we went to another cities, and first San Antonio, I would say that we didn't get the best impression. There was a lot of neighborhoods which weren't making us feel most secure, and also our hotel was like a little bit creepy first, but it was okay. And then we went to Dallas. Dallas was really this big, like old money city. This gave us this vibe, and also really big, and we kind of liked Dallas as well. And then we went to Houston. It was also really big city, and we went to the seaside in Houston. So this was also like good experience. But I really loved Austin, even when we started to from this city to another cities, and to see everything what Texas has to offer. And we went also to see some caves, and nature is really amazing. I love the nature in Texas. And definitely I felt like so sad to leave Austin actually. And then I felt something inside of me like, oh my god, I'm getting emotion, there must be something here. Okay, I'm ready to pursue this. I got this feeling like inside of me, and it was really interesting because I wasn't like hoping something to come out from this. So then we got back to Estonia. So I started to lay this foundation for my company. I created my Soulmaster LLC in Austin, Texas, with the help of business lawyer Davi. And he made everything also easier to me to start. And kind of I'm right now embracing this energy of support and collaborations. And then I made, I think, my bank account, and we get everything going. And yes, just enjoy the life here in Estonia. We got married with my husband in August 8th. This was just amazing. We had our 10 years anniversary, and we got married in Pärnu here in Estonia. So it was really the perfect day. So many like emotions. So it was just so sincere. We just had our close family there, and yeah, we just enjoyed this part of get everything going. With the business side, I started to also think about what will this new company will be, and how I can scale my business from this that I'm doing here in Estonia to bigger way. And I just realized that the best way to do it is to create this bigger community, to create studio, and from that point Soulmaster Studio was created. So I started to work out this concept, and I also had help from a company who is making business plans, especially for this E2 visa. So they helped me to put these ideas together, and they focused on this part that is important for this visa, and to kind of have this all those like financial evaluations. What are my 5-year like plans? How would I predict the growth, and so on and so forth? How many people I would hire? So this was all like needed for that. Really good, because here in Estonia, when I'm just doing my things, I'm just really creative. But this laid foundations and systems that we are needing our lives sometimes. And I made kind of balance for myself. I started to kind of look into myself and laying this like groundedness in real life, when you're really spiritual and you find yourself always like channeling and always sitting in this energetics and information, then actually your whole life is spiritual. So I needed to put some kind of like this groundedness there. I needed to put this like energy there, but it wasn't easy. I had some resistances. I had to release the control, especially being like perfect. I wanted to do everything perfect, and if it wasn't perfect, then I wasn't happy. But I learned to accept. But of course, I had like long hours, long days to embrace everything, to get everything sorted out, to start to gather all those papers that we were needing in order to establish or this company to be ready before we actually apply for the visa. So then we had another trip coming in November, and then we had to make investments in order to like have everything ready for my company, to get everything going. And yes, so in the next episode I'm gonna tell you all about the investment part, how much money we put in, and what was needed there. So stay tuned for another video. Of course, like, subscribe, and hit the bell notifications so you will get notified when I upload another video for you. And of course, there is a lot coming more here, so I will continue here also pick a card readings, but actually now showing more my life, because I feel I'm ready. I felt like before I was a little bit afraid to being seen, and but now I feel like I have released this kind of fear of putting myself out there, and I have gone through so like a huge awakening actually. So in the next episode I'm gonna tell you all about the investments and how actually we put everything together, and what was happening in the same time inside of me and energetically, because I had this full transformation. But it's so fun. I'm actually embracing all this, also the negative emotions, when you are kind of opening up yourself to that view that you don't have to feel good all the time in order to manifest everything into your life. You're starting to kind of love your feeling or uncertain or feeling of uncomfortable. You start to love yourself. You start to love your whole life, and you're starting to be in the present moment, to allow yourself to feel true and allow everything to kind of flow through you. So anyway, this is getting really like a motivational speech now, but I love to share all of those stuff, and spiritual life is my life, and this is true to me, and spirituality, business, all of this goes together, love as well, money and trust and feeling happy and peaceful. So in order to actually be spiritual, I feel like now it's more like my normal life, feeling peaceful, taking this life as a game, taking this in a fun way, and just seeing where your inner greater is leading you. And you can see that, of course, when you're staying in the present moment. So anyway, I will see you in another video, and stay tuned for my updates here and in my social media.